July 12th, 2014. They've stepped up operations tonight in Israel. You saw the earlier video, and now they're tired of playing with this rocket fire. It says Gazans are being removed from northern Gaza and other areas from which rockets are being fired, senior army sources say. This is the Israeli army sources. Now, you can see they've already used heavy bombs. They're talking about stepping it up past this. The IDF has begun evacuating residents of northern Gaza and other areas in the coastal enclave from which heavy and long-range rockets are being fired at Israel. Said they are stepping up campaigns of air raids against Hamas leaders, and this is a significant phase. He said they're hiding under large residential buildings. That's giving the clue of what they're going to do. He says that until now we try to use minimum force to lower civilian casualties. He said that explains, even though we've hit 1,300 targets, the civilian casualty rate is so low. Guys, that picture in the top, that's a warning shot. And when those pellets or whatever they're called hit the top of those houses, they know they only have a very short time to get out of there. But again, you saw the strength of the bombs that are being used now. We have Lieberman. He's one of their top people there in Israel. I don't know if he's kin to Joe Lieberman or not, but he says Israel must go all the way to eradicate the Hamas regime in Gaza. In other words, they've been playing with this thing back and forth. It started with Hezbollah. It says, in order to improve our effectiveness in northern Gaza and other areas, we will, in the coming hours, this is tonight, evacuate civilians for their own safety from places where rocket fire has occurred. Notice this at the bottom, Gaza hospitals. He said some Hamas leaders are hiding under Gaza hospitals. So just like those peppering rocket warnings in the phone calls, they give warnings. It says the source described heavy rocket barrages on Tel Aviv on Saturday night as a form of psychological warfare, adding that Hamas has been pushed into a corner and is now seeking to step up threats. Now, don't forget, the outer elements of ISIS, Hezbollah, Al-Qaeda, even though they will fight among themselves, they could join in this, and they have more prepared now than they've ever been in the history of the Israeli conflict. It says Hamas and Islamic Jihad attempted to emulate Hezbollah and enhance the Lebanese terror organization tactics of firing on the Israeli home front. They want to kill civilians and spread fear. We've dealt with bigger challenges like the suicide bombings. Guys, that is Israeli tanks that have massed on the borders of Gaza. Hamas and Islamic Jihad failed in their attacks, which they have planned and prepared for years. They plan to kill us, as many civilians as they could, with rockets, tunnel, and underwater attacks. All of these have failed. He praised Israel's aerial, land, and naval defenses. The air defense is very impressive. Has reached a very high level of effectiveness, approaching 100%. And they're talking about the Iron Dome. It says the more time goes by, the more damage Hamas and Islamic Jihad will sustain. He added, they may right there in Gaza, but this is calling in all these armies that we've talked about into this area. First, you're going to have the jihadist attack. Israel will respond. Guys, you understand what neutron weapons are? They can kill everything there and not destroy the infrastructure. Those type weapons exist. You can look it up. It's not a hidden fact. Israel has those. But then the world comes against Israel. Remember today in the book of Enoch? And it's also in the King James book, what's left of it. This is a heads up. We're moving very fast, guys. Make sure you are looking up. Be safe.